sinus stuff going on, so y'all, I apologize. All right, I hope you can all see my screen, and I'm going to scroll down and talk you through today's agenda. So I'm going to get down to the predictable structure. We just had our family time, and it's probably going to be more like 9 to 11, but Bettina and I will stay on. Sandy's not with us today. Her mother had some surgery, and her sister sat with her mom yesterday so she could be with us for year one. So Sandy's sitting with her mom today and her dad, so that her sister's going out of town. But anyway, y'all keep Sandy and her mom and dad in your prayers, because they're going through some rough things. So she's not going to be with us today. But Bettina and I will be here, and we're going to stay on until 11 o'clock, because today's going to be an independent work day. And I'm going to go through what you need to do, and we will be here if you have questions until 11 o'clock. So you're going to look at your year two artifacts you've been collecting. It would be, we advise that you check in with your research partner just to kind of touch base and see how y'all are feeling about things, and revise and refine your action research, because we know you have so many other things you're doing, and everybody thinks you're in a meeting today, so you've got time to do this. We all need to take time for lunch. Then you're going to look at the South Carolina Dyslexia Handbook, and there's a reflection, and there's a video and a reflection that goes with that. And then you will meet with your book club as you usually do. So now to look at the links. Here are your artifacts that you should be, you may have here and there and everywhere. So today's a good day to get them all in one place. You need to have coaching schedule, 1 week schedule from beginning, middle, and near the end. Your coaching cycles you've been doing, a post-conference video, audio, or transcript of a coaching work with a teacher. And this could be around your action research. It doesn't have to be separate. Your coaching professional development, which would be from your book study, the Aguilera summaries, or whatever book that you read, and the modules, everything that you've kept in your notes. MTSS, 3 artifacts. It could be if you've watched the modules online that you've reflected on those, or notes from meetings that you've been in with teachers with MTSS. However, MTSS has touched your life as a coach, you just need to have 3 artifacts of that. Your action research, your journal, and it needs to include your question, your scholarly research, which is 1 to 2 articles, books, etc., the data collected, and the work sample from teacher, student, or coach collected during action research. Then you have a final reflection, a one-pager year-end reflection to include how you plan to share your results of your action research, how your work supported the school's reading goals, and if it didn't, that's okay too. You can think about how it might, or what you might want to think about for your plans for next year with your work. And this is new, a video 3 to 5 minutes showcasing all of your artifacts that we will see, because what we want you to do is put all your artifacts into a folder, and you can share that folder with us, which I will get to in just a moment. Any questions about the artifacts? And just please ask them out loud instead of typing, so I can't see the chat.
So the video should be a video of us talking about our artifacts.
Yes, and you don't have to be in the video, it can just be your voice. You know, you can just be holding it up, showing things, talking about it, or if you have a graph, or if you, however, or it could even be a PowerPoint with a video on it. It's so many ways you can do it.
Okay.
The journal, is that something that's separate from the PowerPoint on our action research, or do we include those things into that PowerPoint or Google slide?
Just include, you don't have to include it all, but you could just take excerpts from your journal.
Okay.
And in April, we're each going to be sharing that video live.
Yeah, I'll get to that in a minute. Good question. Any other questions about this? Okay. And if you might have questions later, we will be here until 11.
For the group work, the book discussion that we had,
Yes.
can we turn in, like our group did a Jamboard, and so we have one for every chapter. That's
Yes,
what.
ma'am. Right. Yeah.
Right.
And y'all
Okay.
will all have the same thing. That's fine.
Okay,
Yes.
perfect.
Yes.
Thank you.
We're not wanting you to reinvent whatever y'all were doing to gather your thoughts. Yes. So moving on to April 21st. And I'm just going to read this to you to make sure, because I read it a million times and I kept saying, does that make sense? So, and I will send this out to you again later, but you're going to sign up for a time slot to share your course artifacts and reflections on the past school year. We're going to do this in groups of 5. And we ask you to please put your email with your name when you sign up. And even though I say this later in this document, please put the name when you sign up that you want to be seen on your endorsement certificate. Because we've had people that maybe we call them Becky, but their certificate says Rebecca and they need it to say Rebecca. So be sure you put the name that will help you get the endorsement through quickly. So put that. The other thing, the email you put the email that we can send that certificate to, because we may not send it until June. School might be out already. And if you don't get your school email or you're changing jobs or whatever's going on, we want to make sure we've got an email that will reach you so that we can send you the information. So someone asked about the video in this time slot. You will be given 10 to 15 minutes to share. You most definitely can use that as a way to share. If you want to use that 5 to 10 minute video of yourself, if that makes you feel more comfortable, that's a great idea. You're going to have about 15 minutes because we're going to have 5 people within an hour, 4 to 5 people. So you'll have enough time to share that if that's the way you want to go. Or you can just hit on one artifact of your research or your results of your research, because we're really wanting the bulk. That's what we're really wanting you to talk about during this time, is your action research. You can decide how you want to present. You can do a PowerPoint. You can show pictures. Like I just said, you can do a video. You can read your summary, like of your action research, just right out loud. We've had people do all different things. Just want to make sure you're hitting on, especially your action research during this time, because all your artifacts do kind of lead up to that. We are having an optional time on March 31st. This is not to present. This is just if you have questions, you get to a point and you're thinking, oh God, I don't know if I'm supposed to do this on April 5th. We will be available. And I also put this on the agenda as a separate link, but on here you can sign up for times 9 o'clock to 11 to 10:30 to talk to us individually if you have questions. So that is not required. So if you don't have any questions, we won't see you on March 31st. And if you do, and if you see more than one person signing up, we'll make sure if you have a private question that we'll make arrangements for that. So as I said before, when you sign up for the action research share, type your name the way you want it to appear on your certificate and link your PowerPoint or whatever your summary, whatever you link, be sure you link it with the setting anyone with a link can view, because a lot of times, like ours will default to State Department people only. Yours probably defaults to your school district. So you have to go down there and click anyone with a link can view. We don't have to be able to edit it, but be able to view it. And on the first slide, or if it's a Google Doc, just be sure you put your district and your school name on it as well. So any questions about that? Okay. moving along, Sandy went over this yesterday, so I hope I do it justice. There is a South Carolina Dyslexia Handbook that is out there, and you can find it on the State Department website, but we have put the link here. This agenda is the agenda that Sandy used when we had the Readers Making Leaders summer reading camp. I guess what you call it, virtual conference in February. She presented about this handbook. This is her agenda, and it's got lots of links and things on it that might be helpful for you to look at. And she said to ignore the Valentine part of it because it was done in February. And then there is a video of the overview of it that she did and at the symposium, and they videotaped her. And she said, again, just skip over the little Valentine social emotional learning part because just that's not the bulk of it. That was just, she didn't know they had videoed that. And last but not least about this, there is a feedback that she wants from y'all because it helps to know if this is helpful or not. After you watched the video and looked at the handbook, the session helped me in this way, or you need more information about, because she's going to be using this. So she had those participants do it, and then we had year one complete it. Now we're having you do it. So you're helping us frame this. Questions about that? Then moving along, you'll have your book club as usual whenever you do it. I know some of you do it on other days, not today, so that's fine. Here are just the links that are always pertinent to your work, your MOA, your syllabus, your competencies, your artifacts list. Here are the videos from last month from module Family Time in Module 1 and Module 2. And then again, here's that link again, if you want to sign up to meet with us on March 31st. Again, not required, it's optional. And before you let the day get by, we do have a survey for March that we would appreciate you completing so that we see how we helped you today. So I'm going to stop sharing. So any questions about what you got to do today? Okay, and you understand March 31st is optional sign up. You don't have to do that. It's just, and you may sign up, not today, you may think of it later. We'll check it. And then you do want to, though, today to go ahead and get signed up for your March 21st slot. And your name, as you want it on your certificate, should be in that box. And then your email. And then when you complete all your information to share that link right there with your name and your email. So it's all in that nice, tidy sign up sheet. Blah, 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 blah. I feel like I've been doing that. So are we good? All right, well, y'all can go off and start working, and we'll be here until 11 if you have any questions.